Dauntless patch 1.3.3 is coming out, and with that means sword rework. Let's dive in and see what's changing with sword. Sword now has two combos: Frenzied Blade and Sundering Blade. Frenzied Blade is 3 light attacks chained together, whereas Sundering Blade is 3 heavy attacks chained together. Both of these combos produce Valor, which can then be spent to perform 4 special combos. The Frenzied Blade combo creates 1 Valor, where the Sundering Blade combo creates 2 Valor. Keep in mind that only the last hit needs to land for it to create the Valor. Let's look at the 4 Valor combos. Crescent Strike is a quick combo that ends with a powerful slashing strike. Resounding Echo places a damage area on the ground that pulsates for damage. Blade Rush allows you to dash towards the enemy and strike, and Blade Surge sends out a projectile. Every combo will produce special meter, which can be used to use your special, as well as combos inside of special will extend its duration. We still have the 3 classic specials: Ardent Cyclone, Avenging Overdrive, and Valiant Overdrive. Each of these have been changed a little bit to work with the new Valor mechanic. So Ardent Cyclone now grants 1 Valor for every 4 seconds. Avenging Overdrive grants 1 Valor whenever you counter an attack. And Valiant Overdrive gives you Valor every 4 seconds and 1 Valor when you activate it. Valiant Overdrive also has its dash consume Valor, but has the cooldown completely removed. This means you can dash around the map pretty quickly as long as you have Valor to spend. The mods have been completely changed. First one being Charged Sword Focus. Causes the Resounding Echo to deal all of its damage at the end of the duration for an increased 50% damage. Dynamic Blade Core, which increases the damage of your Valor combo by 30% when used within 5 seconds. Keen Edge, which doubles the damage of Blade Surge after it travels a short distance. Mending Blade Core gives you 30 health whenever you gain or spend Valor. Recursive Hilt, which restores 20 your stamina and generates 3 Valor over 9 seconds after you use Blade Rush. As far as mods go, I think Dynamic Blade Core is the best one to be used. 30% damage for all your Valor combos when you use them in quick succession is pretty good damage increase, and I would probably use this one 100% of the time. Charged Sword Focus I think just misses too much of the time. A lot of the time the behemoth will move out of the area of your Resounding Echo before it even explodes, and you'll get no bonus from this mod at all. It's quite good for behemoths that stand still for most of the fight, like Skarn. Keen Edge I just don't think is that useful. Blade Surge doesn't do that much damage to begin with. To double its damage isn't going to really make or break your fight. Mending Blade Core is actually pretty good. It's pretty much a replacement to Iceborne, but why not just take Iceborne? Recursive Hilt might be pretty good for behemoths that are very mobile, so you can stay on them while generating Valor. But I feel like if you're going to use Recursive Hilt, you should just use Valiant Overdrive. Each special I think has its own unique use case. Ardent Cyclone is actually very good against behemoths that you can keep on the ground. I don't think it's the most damage, but it certainly is the most fun special to use. I think Avenging Overdrive is going to still stay at its #1 spot as far as special goes. Being able to parry behemoth's attacks is just too strong. Comboed in with the fact that you gain Valor now for it, it's a really strong special. Valiant Overdrive I think is really useful for keeping on behemoths that are very mobile. Having the ability to spend 1 Valor just to dash is super valuable, as well as generating Valor allows you to keep your damage up. Alright, let's take a look at the sword in action. This is the build I'll be using for all my fights. It's a pretty standard Iceborne build, nothing too crazy going on here. I'll be using the Malk Sword bonded with Stormclaw. Let's take a look at some of these fights. This first clip versus Quillshot is showcasing Avenging Overdrive. Even though my bot and miss counterattack a bunch of times, I still get in some really good hits, and it does a ton of damage. We're using Dynamic Blade Core to get that extra damage on our Resounding Echo here.
Feel the thunder, shake the open ground. Won't give in, I'm fighting for the crown. Heavy clouds are way above my head, like all of my regrets and things I never said. No, got a feeling, shiver in my bones. Something's coming, but nobody knows. Angels rage, they come down from the sky to fix these broken wings and to show me how to fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes.
This clip we're against Quillshot again. once again with Avenging Overdrive. But this time we're using Charged Sword Focus. Try to get huge damage procs off of Resounding Echo. But you'll see throughout the fight that it just misses a whole bunch of times. Even though Quillshot isn't that mobile of a behemoth, he still wiggles his way out of the damage. This time we're against Embermain, and we're going to be showcasing the ability for Blade Surge to interrupt. As long as you have 3 Valor, it actually makes for such an easy interrupt. Once again, we're using Avenging Overdrive. I'm going to be missing a bunch of counterattacks, but that's just because I'm really bad at sword. And again, Dynamic Blade Cord doing really good work here with Resounding Echo, allowing for a really well-timed shock proc. This time we're against Skarn. We're going to be showcasing Valiant Overdrive and its ability to stick on behemoths that have a lot of movement, as well as give us that extra bit of Valor to pump out even more Resounding Echoes. And just like all the other fights, Dynamic Blade Cord doing real good work with Resounding Echo, producing another really well-timed shock proc. This fight, we're against Embermain once again, but we brought my favorite special, Ardent Cyclone. You're going to see how powerful the special actually is now. Now the fact that you're able to stay in it for so long, as long as you keep damaging the behemoth, it's going to keep extending that duration of the special, as well as being unstaggerable in it just innately. Makes you really be able to stick on behemoths and just keep spinning to win. Really fun special.
Like I do, losing my objective slowly out of sight. Just tell me how to make it right for you. Oh, I won't turn my back.
Again, we're against Quill Shot, but once again we brought Ardent Cyclone, and once again it's just going to be spin to win. Sit on Quill Shot, don't ever let up. If these two fights haven't convinced you to use Ardent Cyclone, I don't know what will. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. I'm super excited, really excited to see what you guys do with it, since I'm not that great at sword. See you guys in Ramsgate.